Hello, and welcome to the Notary Life with Kimmi Podcast. I am also one of the trainers with Notary Educators, which includes myself, Kimberly Nunnally, Angela Johnson, and Alexis Franklin. We each own our own very successful notary businesses and teach notaries in all 50 states to be great and grow their own business. We will discuss general notary work, apostilles, ink fingerprinting, and the duties of a notary signing agent, and much, much more. For all of your notary needs, please visit notaryeducatorsllc.com. We hope you enjoy the show, and we wish you much success. Hello, and welcome to Notary Life with Kimmi. I hope everyone is well. Hey, Miss Alethea, how's it going? Welcome, everybody. I'm going to say hello to those who will watch the replay, those who will listen to the podcast. Hello, happy Friday, everybody. How's it going? What's new? We'll give YouTube just a few minutes to notify. You guys know the drill, because YouTube take about a minute or so to notify everybody. What's new out here, though? Is it hot where you are? The sun's shining? What's going on? It's hot here in Atlanta. It is hot. And most people are like, yes, bring it. I'm like, I'm okay. It don't have to be this hot. Hey, Miss Alethea says hi. Miss Slot says, hey, Alma. What's going on? Hi, Tara. How are you? Welcome, everybody. Hey, Willie Pennell. Welcome. Happy Friday to you, too. So what is going on in these notary streets? Anne Marie, hey. The notification came in from you. Okay, cool. Hey, TT Shara, how are you? Welcome, everybody. Sign here, not there. Hey. She's saying happy Good Friday. Hey, what's going on? We went to the bank earlier. My husband had to do something for someone else. Asked him to do something, and he was like, is the bank open on Good Friday? I'm like, yeah. I used to work at the bank for 20 years. The bank is open on Good Friday. Yeah, it's holidays, a few, maybe 9, 10, but it's not that many. I guess when you think about it, but only religiously kind of holidays the banks are closed is Christmas and Thanksgiving. Yep. All right, guys. Well, tonight's topic is, hey, Katrina, how's it going? Tonight's topic is, do notaries have to provide witnesses? What do you think? Is that part of your job duties to provide witnesses? Hey, Notary fam, it's Kimmi. I am here to let you know, just in case you have not heard about the Notary Business Coaching Success Program. We meet weekly. We talk about your notarial duties, how to do an acknowledgement, how to do a jurat, how to administer an oath, everything you've been asking for. And guess what else is included? Unlimited access to all of my trainings that will also include ink fingerprinting, trust/estate documents, learn how to properly execute a trust. Don't forget, we also have the private community, like-minded notaries who have been trained by me. Check out my book that I've written for each state, How to Start Your Notary Business in Alabama, California. You get the point. Wherever you're located, there's a book for your state. Well, hopefully I'll see you soon over in training. Notary Educators, LLC. We got you covered. Bye. Let me know. Put a 1 if you think it's part of your duties. Oh, let's do Y and N. Put a Y if it's part of your duties and an N if it's not. Do you think it's part of your duties to provide witnesses? Y for yes, N for no. Which one? Anne Marie says, I will be purchasing the Notary Bundle courses very soon. Oh, great. Thank you. I appreciate it. Use coupon code WIN24. Wait, I'm sorry. That's wrong. Is it WIN 2024 or WIN 24? It's on the website. I'm sorry. All right. Look at all these no's. And I do appreciate the purchase. And yes, get that notary business started with the bundle. That's the best way. Everybody's saying, no, it is not your responsibility to provide witnesses. Everybody is saying, no. I got 1 yes. WIN 2024. You guys are so funny. Thank you. Y'all know the coupon code. Thank you. I appreciate it. Coupon code is WIN. WIN 2024. Okay. No, it's an opportunity. Annie says, but will oblige on the witness. Okay, so the majority of you Tara is saying sometimes yes, sometimes. So the majority of you, win 24 is a code. Sorry, guys, to win 24. Thank you, TT Shower. I should know that, right? Thank you so much. So the majority of you are saying, no, it is not your responsibility. Okay, so we're going to deep dive this really quick. It ain't going to take that long. You know how we do. So the answer is no. It is not your responsibility to provide witnesses. It really is not. There's nowhere in the notary handbook or the NNA, the notary signing agent quiz certification, that you have to provide witnesses. Hey, Regina. However, and that's how this whole topic came about tonight. If you do not provide witnesses, you are cutting your business, and I would say more than 90%. You are cutting your business. You just taking a whole knife and going, boom, I don't want to work. Okay. I had several situations this week alone where I had to have witnesses. Okay. So short story, I had a power of attorney signing, and the lady called me like 2 days before, and she was like, I need 2 witnesses. Well, I have Jeffrey, my ace in the hole. Normally he's available. So I had one, and I'm like, sure, I can provide the other one. You'll hardly ever hear me say, no, I can't do something unless it's straight up illegal. I'm going to make it happen. So she says, I need witnesses. I don't have any. I said, okay. So we had to go over to the nursing home. I'm calling everybody. Angela has her own signing. I'm like, okay, great. I'm still reaching out to people. No answer. One person had a concussion, a friend of mine. That she also serves as a witness for me sometime. So she got a concussion. I said, but she was going to come, y'all. I have the best friends ever. She was going to come, okay? Anne Marie says, Kimmi, I remember your vlog on it and how your mom used to go, yes, honey. Yes, my mom was my witness. I'm so glad you mentioned that, Annie. I'm going to talk about that really quick, too. So my friend who had a concussion, she was in a car accident. She said, well, if you can't get anybody, I'll come, okay? She had a doctor's appointment that morning at 9:30. My signing was at 2:30. Power of attorney at a nursing home. So I was like, matter of fact, it was so funny, y'all. I didn't even want to ask her, but around 11:30 the night before, I still couldn't find a witness. I tried everything. I couldn't find nobody. So then I started popping off in all these Facebook groups, right? I was in I'm a member myself. I have my own Facebook group, Notary Educators. If you are not a member, please join. So I started posting in Facebook groups. I'm like, I need a witness. Can I get a witness? I'm in 4 groups. I'm posting everywhere, right? Finally, people started answering, but it was around 2 or 3 o'clock in the a.m. I'm asleep by that point. So I'm waking up the next morning, checking alerts and stuff. And I'm like, okay, somebody did reply. There was one person who was really, really, really ready to come and help me. However, she lived an hour away. So when you pay your witness, it's not like it's a lot of money where someone should drive an hour each way. Okay. And I was even going to throw a little tip in there, but it still wasn't worth it. It really wasn't worth it for that person. And I don't usually ask people to do something that I would not do. So she was like, I'll come. And I was so appreciative, but again, I could not. So somebody else reached out. They came through, and I'm so appreciative. I won't say their name because I don't know, privacy first. I mean, they're on Facebook. So, but shout out to the person who came. I thank you so much. And they came from one of the Facebook groups. But it's so funny that I couldn't find a witness. I got so desperate that I actually went to Notary Near Me. I'm putting in people's names, and I'm about to start calling random notaries and see can they come and help me. Well, I'm looking at the hours and everybody was kind of closed, right? Because this was late the night before. So I said, eek, I can't really call these people. And those couple of notaries that may have come, they have their own businesses and they're so large that they weren't going to come for the money that I could afford to pay them. And that's just real talk. Okay. Because I know what they pay me to be a witness and I can't pay them what they pay me. I have one person, sometimes they'll pay me $50, but I couldn't afford to pay that out of the job. I didn't price it high enough. I said, I might have to start doing that. So we're going to talk about some times when you do need a witness, how to create a witness list. Because I teach that actually, all of us do, Angela, myself, and Alexis in the Notarize Like a Pro class, that you need to have a witness list. Okay. Now, let's get back to Annie's comment about my mom. So I never had a problem getting no witness, y'all, the whole time I had my business. Thank you so much for remembering my mommy, Annie. Yeah, I never had a problem getting a witness because I always had my mom with me. She didn't live with me. She lived with my sister in between our two houses. But my mommy was always there. So I ain't had to worry about that. Now, me and her got into it one time, real talk, about me paying her to be a witness. Because once she learned how the business worked, my mom was like, oh, you pay everybody else, you could pay me too. And my mom was a hustler, y'all. Okay, in the truest sense. That's why I get it. It's in my blood. It's in my blood. So my mama didn't play about the money. So she got mad at me and went on strike for 2 weeks. She really did. She was like, you're not going to pay me? Then I'm not going. And I was like, oh, Lord, I really did miss her business. Her going with me or whatever. So she got mad. She stayed at the house with my nephew and them, and she didn't come and be part of my business with me for 2 weeks. Anyway, I digress. So you will need a witness, guys, if your clients do not know anybody, okay? They may not know anybody. Anne Marie says, I remember, and it inspired me to start making a list of people. Oh, you're so welcome. Ani says, hello, Kimmi. I charge $75 for 2 witnesses. Ani, you don't be playing. I'm going to have to start increasing my fee for witnesses too. You know why? Because I have to in order to get people to come. So it's going to be on the client. I'm going to increase mine too after today, Ani. I really appreciate your thoughts here. And I think $75. So what is that? 75 divided by 2, $37.50. Yeah. So even if I offer 75, so like 35 per witness, I might start increasing it to 35 per witness at least. Because right now I normally add 25, and that's the standard for signing companies. So that's kind of how I came up with that fee. However, for my power of attorney signings, if you just don't know anybody, you're going to have to pay, because I shouldn't have to come out my little profit trying to help provide a witness for somebody, right? So sometimes when you may need a witness, and again, let's go back to why they may need you, first of all, because I kind of skimmed through that. So they may need you to be a witness for them if they're doing a signing, any kind of signing. Sometimes they need you for loan signing. It could be a mortgage, buyer, seller. It could be a loan modification package, power of attorney, affidavit. Now, affidavits don't usually require witnesses, but wills do. So if you do not have a witness, the signing will not happen. And that's almost what happened to me. Marcel, what is up? I almost had to cancel the signing. I miss Marcel because she used to be a witness for me. So, and also my father-in-law, he used to be a witness for me too. So I had built-in witnesses. Okay. I'm telling everybody, make a witness list. I had a steady witness list. I had my father-in-law, we lost him too. And, yes, I had a steady witness. I had witness list. I had my father and I had my nephew, okay, till he was no longer living here. So my witness list just went boom, like blew up. Literally, I went from having an abundance of, I can call my mama, I can take my father-in-law, to Marcel and Angela and my nephew. That's 5 people right there. Y'all see my list was tight. However, okay, so now we talked about my list and the reason why they may need you. We talked about that, these different types of signings. Now, your client may not want people in their business. So you may say, well, Kimmi, why can't they get their own witness? Now I started dropping fees like, who was that gave me that thought about the $35? Ani. If I start increasing them prices for witnesses, let's see how many people will come up with their own witness. I bet we'll be like, oh, that's okay, Miss Kim. I can find a witness. So that's exactly what I'm going to start doing. And I've heard other people say they price it so high that will force them to find their own witness. Now, you guys have heard me say this, and I'm of the mindset, I don't want to do anything to make the signing more complicated for my client. Now, yes, they need the document signed. Yes, that's their problem. It's not mine. However, as a business owner and as a type of business owner that I am, I want to make everything as convenient for my client as possible. So I offer one stop almost, So I will start increasing the fee because I have to have witnesses. And again, it's going to be back on the client. So in my person's case at the the nursing home, she said, well, can I get some of the workers to be a witness? 99.9% of the time, workers cannot be witnesses. It's a conflict. They don't want the liability. Okay. So, and that's probably a no-go. Most documents will even tell you and tell your client, No, the witness cannot be a family member. So we talking all this time. I've spent 13 minutes talking about witnesses right now. And this is so important for your business. I promise you, if you do not have witnesses and start working on a witness list, it's going to cost you money. So my options were, I'm going to miss out on over $100 job because I can't provide witnesses. No. So let me tell you how to get some witnesses just in case you do not have a witness list. Now's the time to start asking friends, family, whoever you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, mother, father, whoever, can you be a witness? Sometimes I have this business and I might need you to be a witness. Okay, that's one. If that fails and you just don't know anybody, I'm going to start doing notary near me. And I look for 5-star notaries. So just like I'm looking for a 5-star notary just to be a witness, don't think your clients are not looking for 5-star notaries when they're getting ready to pick a notary. Thus, you need to know what you are doing. So if you do not know what you're doing, don't get out there stamping no papers. Okay. We just had an incident recently. Somebody took a signing and they got through it. But we know immediately if you just fake it until you make it, or you actually know what you're doing by your questions. And I find that a lot of people are just taking signings and you're really not prepared. And I've watched another couple YouTubers and they'll tell you, go ahead and take that signing. Or somebody else told me they was in a Facebook group and they were asking, do I need to wait until I do ABC? Yes, you do. You do not want to mess up your name out there. We did a whole thing on blackballing. It's serious. So make sure you know what you're doing. If you don't, notarize like a pro. The self-paced course is on sale. Coupon code WIN24. Or notarize like a pro in person. That's on sale too. The via Zoom or in person if you're in Georgia. And so, let's just get a little training. I'm telling you, if you're not going to use our training, self-teach. Find out what you need to be doing with these documents. Don't just fake it. Okay, let me read a few comments and then I'm going to go over a couple more things with you. Oh, so I told you how to get the witness though, right? I want to make sure I was clear. So start making a list. Google notary near me if you just cannot find anybody, and try to build friendships with some of these notaries near you too. Try to build camaraderie with people. It doesn't have to always be your, and again, this is going to be tricky too. Now, if you calling somebody under the pretense of, I want to do business with you, you give me business, I give you business, but you don't really know what you're doing and you really calling them to be your mentor, that's not going to work because they're going to be mad. They don't have time for that. Now, to that point, guess who has mentorship now? If you ain't heard, if you know, you know, Notary Educators rolled out mentorship. So we actually do have a mentorship program. And the reason that came about really quick, and I'm going to get some of y'all comments here. The reason we rolled out the mentorship program is because we were teaching people how to properly notarize documents. We get that. And that was the biggest thing out there. People didn't know how to notarize. So we accomplished that. But then we realized, you know what? Most people aren't trained how to do a business, how to start one, how to grow one, what's required. They don't teach that in school, no more than they teach you how to be a notary. So, hold on, y'all. That's Angela, actually, but I'm live, so I have to call her back. She could have been on my live with me. Let me tell her I'm live. Hold on, y'all. And see if she want to join me. Okay. Anyway, so, I forgot what I was saying just that quick. See, they be interrupting me on my live and my thought. What was I saying? Oh, mentorship. How it came about. Yeah, so mentorship came about, and like I was saying, they don't teach you how to build a business, most schools or whatever, unless you've been to college. And we found out that people, once they learn how to notarize, they still didn't know next steps. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? So we were like, we got to get the people more. So right now we're in the process. We're only in, we had the first week last week. So it's not too late for you to join mentorship. It's only $39 per month. With that, you get complete access to the 3 of us, plus one, Jeffrey. First we'll start out trying to see if we can answer your question and group me. If not, we'll call you. Okay. And it's not training because you still need to know what you're doing, but we're there as a resource to help you build out that business. So we're working on Google business pages right now. That was the first week's homework assignment. We gave them tips on how to get it started. And then this Friday is the next session coming up. Well, next Friday is the next session. And during that session, we will be actually tweaking the business pages and making sure that they're ready for business. Okay. Because now They had a week, actually 2 weeks almost, because we started on a Monday and the next session is the following Monday. So we meet weekly for the mentorship. And again, if you need us throughout the week or whatever, we'll always try to start with Group Me first because we are still working. And then we'll transition to a phone call if we have to. Okay. So you always will be guided. So check it out, all the full description over at notaryeducatorsllc.com. Okay. Last thing I wanted to talk about, in case you did not know, I released about 2 weeks ago now the pricing book. A lot of times people don't know how to price their services. And if you don't know how to price, again, you have no business. So the pricing book is just that, pricing your notary services. Let's talk about the money. It's not that complicated. And in the book, I go over how to price each particular line of service that we offer. I go over also just a few things: how to price an apostille, how to price ink fingerprinting, how to price general notary work, some basic screening questions, how to price an oath only, all the different levels of service. Also, what is a lowball offer, how to counter offer an assignment, and what do you do when they don't pay you, a signing company. So we talk all about money in this book. Okay, all things about the money. So check it out. You know where you can find it. And then the specialty general notary work, we've been talking about power of attorneys and stuff. I am working on something else, but in the meantime, I have the specialty general notary course and the book if you need a little help with that. And if you're brand new, start your notary business. Bam! It's not that complicated. Okay. And that's available for all 50 states. I just happen to have Indiana here, but each state has their own book. Okay. So let's get into some of the comments. We've already been taking some, but let me take a few more. Let's see. I should have seen if Angela was having an emergency. I always like to answer my phone when it's certain people. Let's see. We are on. Oh, Anne Marie. You don't, Ani. I remember even your fingerprint charges, also the bag and the coin. Yeah. Ani don't be playing, because she gave us some gems a few weeks ago. Ani do not play. Sign here, not there says, I will supply witnesses if enough notice, but not on short notice. Yeah, so even with that, you need people who find retired people who don't have anything else to do, maybe, or they have a job, but they're like the person that came for me the other day. She was like, hey, if I work nights, so if you ever need me before 7, I'm your person. So, you know what I'm saying? So I would really push back on that, because I'm not turning down money just because I don't have a witness. I'm just not. I don't believe in that. Now, some people's business is so big, they can say, you know what? I ain't providing a witness. If you don't have one, I ain't coming. But my business is not like that. And plus, the girl don't turn down no money, okay? If it's legal, we're going to make it happen. And I'm just not big on saying no, as I already said. It ain't even always about the money. I just want to help facilitate the signing for the client. Okay? TT Shower says, I even use my 18-year-old daughter, her Dollar Tree money. Yes. That's why I said it could be your daughter, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. PL says, Mama said you will respect my time and signature. She sure did. She could have been a notary, my mama. Oh, I miss that lady so much, y'all. I miss my mama. I miss my mom. I get through. I told my husband one day, because you know he lost his dad too, right? And I lost my mother, my father, and my sister, plus father-in-law. And I told my husband one day, I said, we make grief look easy because we still function, you know. And my mom was not the person she was. Even saying past tense is still difficult for me. Like, I can't really say sometimes my mother died, my mother's dead. Those words just hit me to my core. I cannot even explain to say those words, you know. And some people are a little more blunt than others. I've never really been able to say that with anybody's family member. I'm always looking for another way to say it so it's not so hardcore, you know. So I miss my mother, y'all. I miss my mother. But like I was talking to another friend of mine recently, and when you do right by your family, when you do right, the best that you can, because everybody got some crazy, okay? And what do they say? If you say you ain't the crazy one, or you say you ain't got no crazy in your family, you probably the crazy one. And I admit my crazy real quick. But it's hard, you know, when you lose a family member. It's just hard. But, I mean, like I said, we just getting through it. Anne-Marie says, that's awesome. An awesome idea, Kimmi. You get to know other notaries in the area. Yeah, and it don't always have to be a meet and greet. I'm Googling notary near me, Put in 5-star notary. Look for the 5-star notaries and read their reviews. 5-star, super customer service oriented. They want to, you want to give them a little business. You might need them. I'm sure they'll work with you. Okay. Anne Marie says, I'm in Charleston. If anyone needs a witness, and I'll go out 2 hours just starting to learn as I'm starting my business. And that's another reason why you want to be a witness. It's an excellent way to learn the business. You can see what their process is, especially if you haven't taken any training. Even I learn right now from other people. I'm like, oh, okay, I got to show y'all my new notary bag. I'm going to do a full thing on that because I got a new bag. My other one was killing my back. When I went, so the other day in the same day, I had a nursing home job, and I had a hospital job, right? The hospital job was just a school note, one doc. I gave them a deal because it was just the one doc. And I don't know why. I was already going to be in the area. But anyway, I carried my bag, right, in the nursing home and in the hospital, all through the hospital. I'm like, this is not going to work. Your girl getting old, okay? Not only that, I'm like, I ain't trying to mess up my back carrying that bag. So I got a new bag. I'm so excited about it. It just came today, the one I'm going to use because I ordered several. And if I get time tomorrow, maybe I'll try. I can't promise. I'll try to show y'all the different bags that I ordered and why I chose the one I did. Because I have 3 down there. I have 3. Ain't that crazy? But I'm so picky, and it's got to be just right because I got to be able to get in it. That's a whole nother thing. We'll talk about it tomorrow. I'm going to try to do it tomorrow. So, yes, ma'am. So excited for the mentorship. Yes, Anne-Marie. Yes, we're so excited to have each of you in there. I'm telling you, it's just so nice. Tara says, what time are the mentorships? So mentorship changes week to week. So last week was Monday, but you have access to the replay. And again, you have complete access to us, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern via the group me. And we in there even after that. Y'all know how we do. But if we don't answer after 9 p.m., you know why. Unless it's an emergency. But so complete access via the group me app. So that's been working out pretty good. Actually pretty well. We did have a little glitch when we first started. We had a password on it by mistake. And everybody was like, what's the password? I'm like, you don't need no password. So anyway, we got that fixed. So, but it varies. So next Friday is 7:00. And then some days the meetings will be on Wednesday night. Sometimes they'll be on Thursday. Sometimes they'll be on Saturday. And another reason we're doing it like that too is not just because of our schedules, but we find some people can't make every Friday. Some people can't make every Thursday. Some people can't make every Saturday. So that gives a little flexibility for everybody to be there, at least live sometime for the mentorship. And then again, you can always go back and watch the complete replay. Those replays are not put on YouTube. So we don't charge you and then go ahead and put it on YouTube for everybody else to see it. I see people do that sometimes. I have a little issue with that, but that's just how I run my business. I have plenty of free stuff here, so I'm not making you sign up for that. There's no pressure. But like I was telling somebody earlier today, we do have the free Facebook group. Put your questions over there. You get some help, if you really want that one-on-one. Then mentorship. I mean, you always have options. I'm a firm believer in options. We did not take away the Facebook group. Now, we did take away every Monday night as a set day. Now I go live when I can go live because I'm focused more on the mentor program. So Junior says, is the pricing state categorized? So the pricing book is not state specific. The pricing book is for every notary. So what I do, because you're a business owner, I teach you how to price your services. I give you scenarios, things to think about. I give you questions to ask. I give you everything you need to learn how to price. The book has been excellent, actually highly, highly praised because there's nothing else like it on the market. There's nothing else like the pricing book. So I can't tell you specifically like California, you should charge ABC. No, because there's too many variables. Are you going to a nursing home, a hospital? Do you have to pay for parking? Do you have to pay for bridges if you're in New York? Do you have to pay tolls? But I give you enough to think about where by the time you finish that book, it's a quick read. Everything I do is quick. You will know how to price your services. That's a good question, Junior. Nicole says, even for other states, I'm in California. Yes, there's a book for California with the pricing. No, again, this book is not state specific. Not state specific. And there's no way it should be, because what I can charge in Georgia, Nicole can get way more money in California. Okay. So I wouldn't tell you to charge what I can charge in Georgia. However, once you finish the book, you will know how to appropriately charge and what to think about. Right now, most people don't even have a clue where to start when it comes to pricing. Okay. Lorenzo says, hi, Kimmi. I have my notary business for 3 years. It's been years since I worked as a loan processor, but I remember a lot of loan documents. What training do I need? You probably just need Notarize like a pro to know how to properly notarize if you're familiar with the documents already. And you also may need the loan signing or either maybe a session or so, because even though you know how to properly notarize, there is a slight difference when it comes to the loan signing piece of it, like how to navigate the companies, what verbiage, what they're looking for, what happens at the signing, what happens after the signing. And you probably seen all of that, probably just a little bit more you may need. So I would definitely say you probably need a thorough knowledge of how to properly notarize the documents, Lorenzo. And then we can maybe even just schedule a brief mock signing with you, maybe one mock signing. Alexis does offer those off also instead of the whole course, since you're very familiar with the documents. But I think you do still need to know how to navigate the loan signing space with the other hat on, you know. Kimmi, has there been more general notary versus loan signing? I do everything, Annie. So I can't tell you one is better than the other. I set my business up where I can do everything. And that's what I tell you all to do too. I'm able to do ink fingerprinting if my phone rings. I-9 if my phone rings, proctoring if my phone rings, apostille, whatever my phone, whenever it rings, I'm ready to go. And I teach you to do the same thing. So my phone doesn't ring all day for an I-9. I haven't had I-9 form in a minute. I was telling my husband, since they changed the form back in October, I still have the training. I recommend you take it just so you can be prepared. Because just because I said that, you'll get an I-9 call tomorrow. And same thing with ink fingerprinting. If you don't know how to do it, it's something you want to do. You need to know, that one little investment, knowing how to do it when the phone rings is going to save you in the long run. Because I don't turn down anything. That's what I'm telling you. I do everything. When that phone rings, I'm all over it. So I do loan signings too. I accept signings from signing companies. Some people have an issue with signing companies. I do not. I don't care where the check come from, as long as it's legal. So I don't have all my work direct. I do have some direct. For my business personally, I do direct. I also accept loan signings. And sometimes with loan signings, I'm going to give y'all a tip. It's certain companies. I don't take everyone that comes through if it's just too low of an offer. But I do have certain companies that I love working with. And even if the price is not right, I will take their jobs because I just love how their documents are prepared. They're not a lot of hassle. Everything is always put together. So I just have one or two companies that I just love working with. And most of my direct too, anytime they call, I'm going to take it. So, but I've been doing it long enough now where I have a good general business too, general notary business. Like I said, I was at the hospitals, nursing homes. I do everything. So I'm not afraid of no notarization. And that's what I want you to do too. And that's the way we teach you with Notarize Like a Pro. Somebody asked me last week, or they had a gripe or something. You could say gripe about the Notarize Like a Pro course. And I said, I think you need to go back and re-examine the course. The reason I say that is because if you look at how I'm teaching you, I'm not teaching you just how to notarize one document. Let's just say you're in the state of California. No, I'm teaching you how to notarize worldwide. So you ain't had the right thinking cap on. That's just real talk. So we had a nice little conversation. And that's what I was trying to help them to see too. Even when you take our live training, we teach you how to notarize any piece of paper. If you didn't see my video about notarizing toilet paper, check it out because you can notarize anything if you know how to do it. So I do everything. No, I don't focus on either one part of the business, quite honestly. Marcel says, but I will say this, Anne-Marie, too. I highly recommend most people start out, 99% start out doing general notary. Now, I know it's some pushback in the industry about that. Some people are like, why you got to do general notary? Just go get the direct. Well, you don't want to go do direct and you don't know what you're doing. General notary give you a nice leap or nice jumping board off to the next thing. And if you can do general notary work, like going to hospitals, nursing homes, school notes, whatever somebody give you, you can handle that. That's when you're going to be a pro. And I'm all about notarizing like a pro, knowing how to do everything. So if you can do the street stuff, like the gritty, that kind of stuff, loan signing is a piece of cake because it's just the same thing, just different people. Some packages are 20 pages, some packages are 150 pages, some packages are 400 pages, but it's the same thing. But general notary works, that's how you got to think about it. Do I need to add an acknowledgement? Do I need to add a jurat? Do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? Do I need to add a stamp? It's a lot involved sometimes with general notary work. So that's why sometimes I do like general notary just a wee bit better because it keeps you on your toes. You're like, oh, what I gotta do? What this person needs? So, all right, let's see. Marcel says, I got my first job in Florida. Yes, it felt so good to be back in these notary streets. Congratulations, Marcel. And you're going to do even better in Florida than Georgia because you don't have the same restrictions that we do. I'm so excited for you. We miss you. Annie says in the past month. Oh, in the past month? Which one? I still, if I had to tell you which one did I do more of last month, general or loan signings, I would say general notary. I would say general. And another reason I did more general notary work, guys, is because I extended my hours. If you recall, I went from opening from 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Alexis put that bug in my ear. She was like, Auntie, you leaving money on the table. For those of you who do not know, Alexis is my niece. And she said, Auntie, you leaving money on the table. She said, because she's open like long hours, like, right? And she's like, the nurses get off at 7 o'clock. My phone be blowing up because she's near a hospital. So it just depends on your area. So for me, yes, Jeffrey and I saw an increase when we started doing opening until 9 o'clock versus 5 o'clock. We went from not being open on the weekends, period, to opening all day Saturday and Sunday. And the phone was ringing. Okay. So I think I mentioned in one video, we made like an extra $800 a month just from that one move. And it's not like we're working from 9 to 5. I mean, from 5 to 9 every night, like someone's literally calling. But the calls add up. If you're open those extra hours and you get 3 calls, and let's just say the average is 100 times 4 weeks, that's $1,200. And that's on a larger side. But if I'm half wrong, $600 a month extra, who could use that? Let me know. Okay, so notary bag haul. Yes, Kimmi. Yeah, be able to do everything. PL says, me either. I say passed away. Oh, yeah, when it comes to saying it, I know, girl, it's just hard. I don't know if you're a guy or a girl, PL, but yeah, even saying passed away, that's rough. I'm telling you. Oh, you're welcome, Nicole. Emily says, what about pricing in Detroit? Pricing is the same in all 50 states. You got to know what your state handbook says. I talk about that in the book. And then you just need to know how to price your services. You have a lot of leeway in Detroit. I'm from Detroit, Emily. Go blue. Let's see, who was that? Who was that? Oh, my mouse is stuck. Hold on. Okay, Lorenzo, you're welcome. Rocio says, hi, Kimmi. I had my business for 3 years. Now I want to add Ron. What training do you recommend? So I don't do Ron. Unfortunately, in my state, it's not legal. So I stay in my lane. I know about it. I have about 8 videos on my channel. Before you start spending any money with training, please watch those videos. I got about 6 or 8 about Ron. And if you wanted Ron training at this point, I would highly probably recommend Side Hustle Seattle. That's who I usually recommend. I don't know her. I never met her, but she has a huge YouTube following. She's spoken at the NNA about Ron. And I like her so far, just at the time of this recording. Let me put that because I don't know nothing about her. But at the time of this recording, I feel that she works from a space that I similarly work from. And again, I don't know her. I've not taken her training. But whenever anyone mentions Ron, I just always recommend her. That's Side Hustle Seattle. Okay. And she did just release a course, but she has plenty of videos on Ron. I consider her industry expert. Sorry, here out there says I keep getting I-9 requests from a particular company, but they would not budge from $20. Yeah, I know exactly probably who you're talking about. Don't mention them here, but look at this way too. Those I-9s, they don't take long. They really don't. So if you did, just say if you didn't have nothing else to do, I use little jobs like that too as a filler job. Now I'm not doing them all day. Let's be clear. I'm not driving all across the state for $20. But if it's right up the street, you already out and you doing something else, I would work them in my calendar. Because if you did 5 per week, let's just say you did 5 per week at $20, that's $100. 4 weeks, that's $400. Could you do something with $400? And that's just one a day extra. So short version, because I'm not going to keep y'all all night. But when I first started, I was only getting $30 jobs from this one company. And I was like, I'm doing that. I'm not leaving my house. Because everything on YouTube told me not to leave under 100. At that time, it was 100. I said, I ain't doing that job. I said, shit, they ain't paying me nothing. So finally one day I said, you know what? I'm going to take the job. Because I didn't know what I was doing anyway. I didn't know what I was doing. I had just started and I didn't have me around, you know. So I said, I'm going to take the job and let's see what happened. I took the job. It was 2 notarizations, whatever. I ended up working for this company. And I haven't taken a job from them recently. Most of you probably know who I'm talking about. Don't put it in my comments. Don't put it in my comments. Keep it to yourself. But most of you probably know who I'm talking about because when you first start, you start getting alerts from them. But I ended up really working with them and I actually liked the company. Because it was a lot of negative talk about them, but I had a good experience and it was only $30, but my reasoning was I ain't doing nothing else. 10 per week was $300. And again, I'm all about volume. So yeah. So, I mean, you have to do what's best for your business, sign here, not there. If it doesn't work for your business, it doesn't work. But for me, I just kind of look at the big picture sometimes, especially if I'm just getting started. I need to get some supplies. So, I'm sorry. What training does autocorrect? LOL. Rocio, I think we talked about you need notarize like a pro because you are the one with because I'm scrolling through the comments. I think you said you are the one with the background and documents, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Nicole says you have to be a good notary before you're a good LSA. Nicole, for the people in the back. Nicole. If you was near me, girl, hugs and love. I'm telling you, you got to be a good notary before you can do LSA. And people don't understand that. They think I'm just going to get my stuff and go be a loan signing agent. No, you're not. No. Oh, Nicole, that girl. Oh, fist bump. My goodness. Oh, I love you for that. Can you say, I'm going to read her comment again for the people in the back. You have to be a good notary before you're a good loan signing agent. Please, people, work with me. Annie says, got it, Kimmi, start general notary work. Yes. Junior2233 says, I'm in Florida and officiating a wedding this weekend. This couple asked to provide a witness. I was like, no problem. My wife was coming along anyway due to a brunch date. She's my witness, LOL. Get it. Yes. Now, next time you see, go ahead and charge for your wife. Add that in your pricing if it's not already. Now, it depends on if you already had underpriced it to get the bill up a little bit. Oh, sure, I can provide the witness and then you provide your wife. I don't tell people necessarily that Jeffrey's my husband. He's the witness. That's all you need to know. Now, it always usually comes out because sometimes, like even today, we had a signing. I've been doing a few short videos. Y'all see them coming up soon. But I had a divorce signing today, and the lady asked me, she said, is this a couple thing? And when we walked in the door, I said, yes, we are. So, but they don't need to know who your witness is, what relation. If it's your child and you tell your kid, hey, I'm going to give you this, you know. So, let's see. Yeah, congrats, Marcel. Everybody saying congrats on your move. And welcome to Florida, TT Shower says. John Smith says, Kimmi, I have the notarized like a pro, self-paced, and can't wait to log on in my tablet. Yes, John, you are going to enjoy it. It's going to really help you with those basic notarizations and get a good foundation. I thank you for your purchase too, okay? I appreciate it. I see you here quite often. We really do appreciate it. Annie says, no worries, Kimmi. Just had the question about it in case anyone else was thinking on it as well. Awesome on 800 extra. Yep. So we did it. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do it forever. Rocio says, okay. Yep. And if you have any more questions, notaryeducatorslc.com, there's a contact us button. or contact me button, just click it. Sign here and there says yes, very true. Oh, female, PL, female. Okay, hey, I wanted to make sure I was saying the right pronouns and stuff. Anne Marie says, love the energy and enthusiasm and positive outlook on starting out. Yeah. Everybody. Kenya says, where's the best place to get LSA training? How much should I pay? Right here, Kenya. We offer LSA training. So let me tell you really quick how that works with the LSA training, because you guys still may not know. So you have to go through the NNA eventually if you want to work with all the different signing companies. Eventually. Let me tell you why I say eventually. For the actual loan signing training, we can provide that. Okay. We have the loan signing agent training A to Z self-paced course. And then we also have the loan signing agent one-on-one or live training. Okay. Either one of those, any one. And then after that, you're ready to pass the NNA test. Okay. Because there's a test that you have to take with the NNA. So when you're buying your package at the NNA for loan signing agent, you can buy the smallest package. They offer 3. One of them is your full deluxe. It comes with books and courses and this and that and that. That's the problem we got with someone right now. They took the NNA training. However, it didn't prepare them for the real world. So our training, everything we do prepares you for real world. Okay. So you can take the NNA training, but sometimes you still have to double back over here. So when you ask which training is the best, I'm going to say ours, and the self-paced course is like $60 or $70. Don't quote me because I'm not looking at the website, but it is on sale also, the self-paced one. And we'll be able to help you to get started. Okay. Tara says, should you get a separate phone for your business? That's my one regret, Tara. When I first started, I didn't know my business was going to grow. If I had that to do over again, yes, I would start off with a separate line, especially if you're going to be serious about it. And Google has been working for me just fine, but I did not do that. So it's too late for me now when I say it's too late, I mean, you could always make a change, but for me, it's too late because I got so many business cards floating out there with my number. I just cannot change it. I don't even see trying to. That's why I always say don't call my personal number, because that's my real business number. You can call the Notary Educator's number, or shoot us an email. But for my business number, I'm kind of stuck. So if you ever call it and I say, why are you calling this number? Yeah, Google Voice is amazing. I've not had any problems. You can set up a voicemail on there. You can call forward. Google is free. Google Voice is amazing. That's what I use actually. Marcel says, thank y'all so much. She says she miss us and the Notary Educators. Yes, we are the best. Thank you, Marcel. I miss you too. Marcel was one of our students, and she knows when you call, you better be calling right, because I'm going to be like, why are you doing such and such and such and such? Because we got to make sure you know what you're doing. So we're going to push back. It's not just to answer your questions like a boop, 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 boop. What do you need? Robot, AI, no. You need to know what you're doing out there. Google Voice. Tara says, thank you. Your videos are amazing. Thank you, Kenya. I appreciate it. Well, now you met me in the flesh. I'm here. So, guys, I'm going to wrap up. Y'all got about 2 more minutes. Any last burning question? 2 more minutes, and I got to go. 2 more. Don't forget, check out Mentorship, Notary Educators LLC. Check out all the books, all the self-paced courses. We would love to be on your journey with you. And as I always say, it's not that complicated. It's really not. But you do need to know what you're doing. But it don't have to cost you thousands of dollars to figure it out. You can do everything we got probably under $300. Not even. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to head out and let you all get back to your Friday. I thank you all for hanging out with me. Your questions were amazing. I even got some tips because I'm going up on my witness fee. I am going up thanks to Ani. I'm going up on my witness fee. I'll keep y'all posted on that. And until next time, guys, you all have a great night, okay? Bye, everybody. Bye. Thank you so much. You guys be blessed out there, okay? Thank you again for listening to the Notary Life with Kimmi podcast. We would love to be a part of your notary journey. Please visit us at notaryeducatorsllc.com for all of your notary training needs. Also, please feel free to join the Notary Life with Kimmi YouTube channel, where Kimmi has over 400 videos that will help you to grow and build a successful notary business. Until the next episode, we wish you much success on your journey. Bye.